Well, if you don't have room for outdoor compost piles, you might be interested in, well, the fermentation side of getting some nutrients for your plants. Jim Simmons, tell me all about this method of Bokashi composting.
Well, at the Master Gardener class, we had the normal composting, but then David Cook introduced us to Bokashi, which is a Japanese fermentation process to where they've been taking their table scraps and making a liquid fertilizer, and they've been doing it for 600 years.
Well, and that's your goal here, really, is to get the liquid fertilizer?
Yes.
All right, well, let's get started. So one thing we need to know is it just doesn't come out of nowhere. You need to start with something.
You start with your table kitchen scraps, okay? Mostly vegetables, but actually Bokashi, you could put meat into it if you wanted to. But you need a culture to activate and break that stuff down. And it's the same culture that's in your septic tank or in the P-traps that breaks that kind of food and stuff down.
All right, so we have our stuff. We have some kitchen scraps here. And now you've got a bucket you've made yourself. Can I see what that looks like in there?
Yes.
So it's got a top on it to keep it anaerobic or
It's
no air in it.
It's an airtight top. And then you put something down to push it down airtight. And
I see you've got the culture on top of there, and you have all of your different scraps.
well, you take and mash it down.
Oh, and that's getting the air out.
That's getting the air out of it then. And then if you put the new stuff on it, you take the culture, and it doesn't take a lot. Yeah, okay, we get pretty quick with you here. You mash her down, and you could kind of chop these up if you wanted to, but and this is a tablespoon, and you really don't need a whole tablespoon. You just sprinkle some of that culture, and that's going to get activated, and then you put your airtight seal on it.
Well, I can hear the liquid down in there already.
Oh, I'll show you. This converts those vegetables to a liquid fertilizer in between 2 to 4 weeks.
Well, let's see what's in the bottom.
Well, let's see. I actually started this on the 6th of June, and we're now on the 24th, and I'll check that out.
Wow.
I mean, that's what you want, and you don't need a lot. You actually, to use it, I'm going to put it back in its original bucket here, and if you look on the bottom, this is kind of like a double boiler system.
So you have holes on the bottom here so that you
Yes.
can sit it down there and collect the wonderful fertilizer that's coming out.
The dilution rate is 50 to 1. So if you had a 5-gallon bucket of water,
So 12 ounces for 5 gallons.
a gallon to 55 gallons of water is also approximately 50 to 1.
Fantastic. So I could just take this gallon, throw it into my rain barrel, my 55-gallon rain barrel, and with the pump, spray it out as some fantastic liquid fertilizer. Well, Jim, thank you so much for telling me about Bokashi. I look forward to learning more about it, and know what? You can compost too, especially with this great fermentation method. So learn more about it.